In a shocking live segment that left viewers cringing and questioning everything Meghan Markle has portrayed about her down-to-earth lifestyle, UK morning hosts Kelly and Mark brutally exposed the Duchess's latest beach appearance as nothing more than a carefully staged PR stunt. The image of Meghan basking in effortless coastal joy often paraded across social media crumbled under the glaring spotlight as Kelly and Mark dissected her wrinkled linen outfit, $200,000 worth of sparkling jewelry, and sandals that screamed luxury, not laid-back beachwear. The message? Meghan's version of simple living is as fake as the smile she wore under the blazing sun. From the outset, Kelly and Mark didn't hold back. They highlighted the stark contrast between Meghan's supposed embrace of modesty and the undeniable signs of extravagance on full display. Wrinkled linen? That's supposed to be casual? Kelly mocked, holding up a close-up of Meghan's outfit, which looked less like relaxed beachwear and more like a hastily pressed high-fashion piece that had been crumpled just before stepping onto the sand. Meanwhile, Mark zoomed in on the massive diamond-encrusted bracelets glittering on her wrist, jewelry pieces reportedly valued well over $200,000, an amount far beyond the reach of the average beachgoer. The hosts didn't stop there. Meghan's choice of sandals, which appeared more like designer heels than practical beach footwear, raised eyebrows among viewers who felt the entire appearance was designed more for paparazzi than personal enjoyment. If you're really enjoying the beach, you don't wear shoes that look like they belong on a red carpet, Mark said dryly, underscoring the performative nature of the entire scene. This public takedown taps into a growing skepticism surrounding Meghan's self-crafted image of humility and relatability. Since stepping away from royal duties, Meghan has heavily marketed herself as a woman connected to nature, wellness, and simplicity, often sharing photos and videos intended to convey a lifestyle stripped of royal glamour. But repeated glimpses behind the curtain reveal a very different reality, one defined by opulence, image management, and staged authenticity. A source close to the Sussex camp reportedly admitted that Meghan's public appearances, especially those meant to showcase everyday moments, are meticulously planned down to the smallest detail. From wardrobe to location, every element is chosen to tell a very specific story, that of a duchess living a grounded, meaningful life despite the vast wealth and privilege at her disposal. But critics argue that this storytelling borders on deception. The optics of Meghan lounging on the beach with wrinkles in her expensive linen, clinking bracelets, and impractical shoes clash dramatically with her public statements about living simply and rejecting materialism. This gap between words and actions is becoming harder to ignore, fueling narratives that Meghan's image is more brand than reality, a constructed persona designed to maintain public interest and relevance. Moreover, this episode is far from an isolated incident. Meghan's relationship with fashion and luxury has long been a source of controversy. From the $75,000 jacket she wore to Wimbledon to the custom-made gowns costing tens of thousands of dollars, every choice seems calculated to maintain a high-end aesthetic, even while publicly espousing modesty and down-to-earth values. Industry insiders note that her stylistic choices send mixed messages, simultaneously signaling exclusivity and approachability, often confusing the public. The segment by Kelly and Mark also struck a chord because it reflected a broader public fatigue. Many feel that Meghan's repeated attempts to control her narrative only highlight the disconnect between her carefully curated public persona and the lived reality of the average person. Whether it's faking casual beach days or orchestrating staged photo ops, the Sussex brand increasingly appears more performative than authentic. Critics are also pointing out the timing of such appearances. The recent beach photos came shortly after a series of PR setbacks for Meghan, including lukewarm receptions to her wellness brand launches and falling viewership for her Netflix projects. Analysts suggest that these beachside images are attempts to soften public perception and distract from the mounting criticism, a tactic that, in this case, backfired spectacularly. The public backlash has been swift on social media. Hashtags like fake beach vibes and Sussex stagecraft trended immediately following the broadcast, with users sharing side-by-side comparisons of Meghan's beach joy and candid snapshots that revealed the less-than-relaxed truth. Some commentators even took aim at the larger Sussex media strategy, questioning whether the couple's entire post-royal life is a series of illusions designed to keep the spotlight firmly on them. All of this raises an uncomfortable question. How much of Meghan Markle's public image is genuine, and how much is carefully manufactured? While everyone is entitled to privacy and a polished public persona, the gulf between Meghan's words and visuals is proving harder to reconcile. As Kelly and Mark's live exposé demonstrated, even the smallest details, a wrinkle in linen, an ostentatious bracelet, or a pair of impractical sandals can unravel the most tightly woven facades. In the end, Meghan's beach appearance may have been intended to convey freedom and authenticity. Instead, it served as yet another reminder that when it comes to the Duchess of Sussex, appearances can be deceiving and the truth, when exposed, often leaves a bitter aftertaste. And this isn't just idle criticism, it's part of a growing pattern that's becoming impossible to ignore. Meghan Markle's carefully crafted public image is increasingly seen as a facade, a brand built on selective storytelling rather than authentic living. For someone who claims to champion honesty, vulnerability, and simplicity, the glaring contradictions between Meghan's public statements and her visible lifestyle choices speak volumes. Critics argue that the Sussexes have turned transparency into a one-way street, sharing what suits their narrative while carefully curating every public moment to maximize sympathy and influence. Whether it's the designer accessories worn on casual outings or the scripted social media posts, the message is clear. Authenticity is sacrificed at the altar of optics and public relations. Furthermore, these dissonances have real consequences. Public trust is eroding not only for Meghan but also for Harry, whose own credibility is intertwined with hers. Fans and skeptics alike are questioning whether the couple's mission for social justice and change is genuine or just another performance designed to maintain relevance in a notoriously fickle media landscape. As more insiders and media figures call out these inconsistencies, Meghan's image risks slipping from admired icon to cautionary tale, one where glamour masks artifice and carefully staged moments overshadow genuine connection. For the Duchess of Sussex, the struggle to balance image with reality is far from over, and every wrinkle, every sparkle, and every ill-chosen sandal only adds to the mounting skepticism.